Everyone, I believe you are good. Are you? Okay, I welcome you all to class this morning, and it's our revision week. Our class will be having a test next week. So this class, I'll be taking you through all the topics that we've done so far in the second half of this online classes. Do you understand now? And the topic I'm starting with is stories by the same author. We are looking at stories by the same author. You know who an author is? An author is a writer, someone that writes a story. Someone that writes stories is an author. Do you get it now? You can become an author. If you start writing a story and people start reading your stories, then you become an author. Do you get it now? And the author that we're looking at today is Aesop. Yes, we're looking at Aesop. And who is Aesop? See, I'm using it for Aesop because his work is still living as if he's still alive. So Aesop was a Greek slave. He served as a slave, and he was a storyteller. He was a fabulist. Yes, a fabulist, because he writes the stories that he wrote were fables. He wrote fables, and when talking about fables are animal stories. Fables are animal stories. Fables are animal stories that teach morals. Fables are animal stories that teach morals. So that was the focus of Aesop when he was alive. Do you get it now? So it's the major work that we'll be looking at. They are fables. And like I told you, when talking about a fable is an animal story, and it teaches moral. It teaches moral. The setting of fables is usually in the village, in the forest, because they deal with animals. And where do you find animals? Animals are found in the forest, except those ones that stay with us at home. But if you want to write a story that have many animals in them, definitely you will go to the forest. Do you get it now? Like the story of the lion and the mouse, the country mouse and the city mouse, Belly the cat. Do you understand that those stories are animal stories? And what are the purpose of writing fables? What are the purpose of writing animal stories? They are written to teach morals. Do you get it now? Using animals as characters. Do you understand now? Okay. Some examples of Aesop stories. We have a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. We have a hawk and the reed. We have the peacock and the crane. We have the donkey in the lion's skin. We have beauty is only skin deep. We have birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flocks together. Birds of a feather flock together. We have choose the lesser of two evils. We have so many works by Aesop. Do you get it now? Don't forget, I told you Aesop was a Greek fabulist. He wrote fables. He lived in Greek. He was a Greek and he was a slave, but he got his freedom through story writing. Do you understand now? Do you get it now? Okay, so that is that about this. Let's move to another topic. Now, the next topic that we're looking at now is a quest, is a story about a quest. We're talking about a quest story. A quest story is a story in which a character is trying to question some things and trying to find answers to those things that he is questioning. Do you get it now? And as a result of that, the quester, someone that is inquisitive, that want to know why something is the way they are, something that want to find out something, someone that want to go to the treasure island, to go and find out something, to go and discover where the treasure is. That person is a quester. Do you understand now? So a quester is someone in a story that travels, that goes to a strange place. It's like, and that travels out to find out something. Do you get it now? To find answers to his questions. Do you get it now? So a quest story is just like an adventure story. You go on adventure And I told you, when talking about adventure story, they are very risky. The kind adventure story is very risky. It's a dangerous journey that you embark on. You don't know what you are going to come across along the line. The same thing with a quest story. A quest story is the same thing. It's a story that the character set out on a journey to find out something. Like the story of a treasure hunt. When you go on a treasure hunt, what are you looking for? You are looking for a treasure, right? You are looking for a treasure. That is what you are. Well, that is why you are going out. You want to find out where the treasure is. Do you get it now? So there must be a place that the character will go. And again, a quest, there are challenges. A quest stories, we always have challenges. What are the things that the character, the quester, come across? What are the things that the character comes across on his way? Like animals trying to devour him, like animals trying to eat him, like animals chasing him all around in the bush. Those are some examples of challenges that a character can encounter. Or a character can run out of water in the wilderness and in need of water. Somehow the person will just find water anyhow. Do you get it now? Okay. Then what is the real reason? I've said that before. So those are the things that you must focus on when you are writing a quest story. When I ask you to write a quest story, okay, I want a quester. Who is a quester? A quester is someone that is finding out something, that want to find out about something. Then where is the person going? That is the setting. Do you get it now? Then what is the reason why he is going there? You know, now imagine your mom sent you to buy something, and on your way you just see something strange. Then you'll be like, what is this? I must find out. Then you follow you follow another place instead of going to where you are sent to go. Do you get it now? So that is what happens. That is what happens about quest stories. Do you get it now? Then I told you challenges. There will be challenges on the way, like different things that the character encounters on the way that you are afraid. Like, will he come back alive? What will happen to him? Will he die in the forest? Will the lion gobble him? You know, different things can happen in the forest. Do you get it now? Like the story that I showed you in that video. Do you understand now? Okay, so when you're writing your quest story, these are the things that you will take note of. Now let's go to the next topic. The next topic that we're looking at is explanation text. And when talking about explanation is something such as a statement of fact that explains how and why something happens. Do you get it now? Explanation explains why, gives information about why and how something happens. So we're not talking about explanation text. Explanation text is a text that gives you information, that explains to you how something is being done or why something is being done. Do you understand now? Okay. And take for example, like our non-fiction book. The non-fiction book that we use in class is an example of explanation text, because in that book we have so many things. We learn about storms, you learn about books, you learn about tea, about animals. So this non-fiction book is an example of an explanation text because it explains different things to you, like magazines, like newspapers. Do you get it now? They all can be information text. Do you get it now? Because they give information, they explain things to you. Do you understand now? Okay. So what are the purpose of writing explanation text? We write explanation text to give a piece of information about how something is done or why something is done. And these are the features of explanation text. When you are writing an explanation text, you should have a title. Or I'm writing about weather. So that is the title of my explanation text, weather. So I have introduction. What is weather? I will talk about what a weather is. The atmospheric condition at a particular time or period is called weather. That is my introduction. Then after that, I have subheadings. So under weather, we have different types of weather. We have rainy, we have sunny, right? We have rainy, we have sunny, and so on like that. And when I'm writing, that will be my subheading. I will firstly talk about rainy. Do you get it now? What happens? What happens to weather when it's about to rain or when it is raining? I will talk about it. Another subheading, I will talk about different things that happens. Do you get it now? So I will have subheadings, bringing them under each word. Do you get it now? Or if I ask you to explain, like I ask you in class, to explain, to tell me, to give me explanation about how to make your favorite food. You tell me your favorite food is so. Then, what are the ingredients? You start, that will be your first thing, your ingredients. Then you start telling me the steps that I need to take. When you're writing explanation, if you are writing the explanation to give information, like you are writing it to direct me to do something, there should be step by step. You will make use of timely words, like firstly, like later, like after some minutes, after 5 minutes. Then you must let me know. Do you get it now? I hope you understand. Okay, and also your writing can have a picture that will be displaying, that will be showing me step by step. You can draw, that will be showing me, okay, how you have prepared whatever you have made, your food. Firstly, you can put a pot you put your pot, you snap it, you put the next thing that you put in the pot, maybe water, you let me see. So your diagram too, pictures, will enable me to learn a lot, to learn fast, whatever it is that you are explaining to me. Do you understand now? Okay. So let's move to the next topic. Looking at now is our poetic forms. We did poetic forms, and we're talking about poetic forms. Poetic forms are different types of poems that we have. And here we did 3 types of poems. We did haiku, we did tanka, then we did sinken. Haiku, tanka, and sinken. When talking about haiku, haiku is a traditional Japanese poem that consists of 3 lines. It is a poem of 3 lines that have 5, 7, 5 syllables. That is, on the first line, it has 5 syllables. On the second line, it has 7 syllables. And on the third line, it has 5 syllables. If you add everything together, you have 17 syllables. Do you get it now? Haiku is a poem of 17 syllables. 5 on the first line, 7 on the next line, then 5 on the last line. It can be on any poem. It can be on any topic. You can write it on any topic. You can write it on any topic of your choice. Do you understand now? Okay, then we have tanka. When talking about tanka, tanka is a poem of 5 lines, and it has 5, 7, 5, 7, 7 syllables. 5, 7, 5, 7, 7 syllables. 5, 7, 5, 7, 7 syllables. Do you get it now? That is what a tanka is. A tanka is a poem that has 5 lines, and it has 5, 7, 5, 7, 7 syllables on each line. On the first line, 5 syllables. Second line, 7 syllables. Third line, 5 syllables. Fourth line, 7 syllables, and the last line 7 syllables. If you add everything together, you have 31 syllables. Do you get it now? We have 31 syllables. Then when talk about a sinken is a poem of 5 lines as well. Sinken is a poem of 5 lines, and they have, like in the first line, sinken has 2 syllables. The second line, it has 4 syllables. The third line, it has 6 syllables. The fourth line, it has 8 syllables. Then the last line, it has 2 syllables. It has 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2 syllables. On the first line, we have 2 syllables. Second line, 4 syllables. Third line, 6 syllables. Fourth line, 8 syllables. Then the last line, it has 2 syllables. And the topic can be on anything. You can write it on anything. Do you get it now? Do you understand now? Okay. So don't forget, haiku has 3 lines with 575 syllables. Tanka has 5 lines with 57577 syllables. And sinking has 5 lines with 2 syllable, 4 syllable, 6 syllables, 8 syllables, then 2 syllables. Do you get it now? I hope you understand. Okay. So that is that about our lesson for today. If you have any question, don't hesitate to let me know, and make sure you read, prepare very well for your test. So see you in the exam hall. So see you next time. Bye.